Seeing the two seasons like this together, you notice some differences in production. I'm not going to say values, elements of production between the two. Can you speak at all about the different situations between when you were developing season 1 and season 2?
Yeah, so season 1 was like 2 people shooting sound and video and maybe 1 light. And season 1, sorry. And season 2, we had an HVX camera, so we were able to shoot on HD. I think it's HVX 200. I'm not sure. Panasonic. So that's a much better camera. We were able to afford a camera and lighting. There was a lot more lighting. Like that's why we have such great skin, because we just are lit from a lot of places. If you look at our we have a Flickr account. So if you look at flickr.com that Watch the Guild, and you'll see some season 2 behind the scenes. And there's one scene with Robin, and she's just surrounded with lights. Because a lot of things with web video. Some of it's not pleasant to look at, like web video, and it's just basic things that people can do to make video look better on YouTube. Like it was a conscious decision on my part to have lots of color in the frame and some art, and it makes a big difference, because most video, like on cheap cameras, is very desaturated and gray and kind of like murky. And you can accomplish a lot with like one, light, a globe, and some color in the background, and a little bit of production design. Don't leave your Fritos wrapper. Like I literally, a friend of mine linked me a video. I'm like, dude, your trash is in this frame. Clean it up. So, it was a huge leap up, and it was only because we had actually had a budget that we could do all that. We still had to try, call in a lot of favors to make it look that good. But we definitely made a concerted effort to step everything up, because we actually could pay people in advance. So yeah, it's a lot different. For season 3, it's very similar. We shot on the same cameras because we couldn't afford to shoot on a red or something. But honestly, you don't want to make it too glossy. Like, I want to keep it, grassroots. Oh, 5 minutes? Okay. I didn't need to say that out loud.
Okay, I'm going to take one last one here.
Do you guys have any plans for a gag reel?
For gag reel for season, we actually have gag reels. If you have an Xbox, or I think on MSN. No, I'm on MSN. You can get there are 3 gag reels for season 2. You can also get all those gag reels on the DVD if you want. You can order it through Amazon. I have some at the booth. We're going to be re-releasing the DVDs, and at the end of September, they'll have season 1 and 2 together. So, you can see all the gag reels for that. I think we have 3 gag reels for season 1 as well. Gag reels are important. They are, because honestly, they're so much fun, and especially with all the improv and stuff, and Jeff Lewis not being able to memorize lines. Wow.
Just playing around.
The best answer ever. Yeah, so you can go to MSN and look up the gag reels on the Guild. Just search the Guild, and there are 3 or 4 gag reels on there. The player on our website will have them in there. We're just working on that. It's broken right now, so sorry.
We got time for a few more. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't want to cut me off with that dramatic music? That's awesome.
I'm brave. I'm not crazy.
I should have stood on the table or something. Do it. Dragon Con.
Hi Felicia, how you doing?
Hey.
I interviewed Jeff Lewis for my podcast a few months ago, and we were supposed to get Sundeep as well, but he had to cancel. And Kim says you're going to be unavailable. But anyway, Jeff said if he could, and you guys could afford it, and pay everybody to make enough doing the Guild, he would love to do that all the time. Do you guys feel have you heard that from some of the other actors and crew members and everything else like that, that you just feel it's a very family-oriented style and everyone gets along like that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We all love each other. We're all, nobody's making a lot of money on this show, because we all do it because we love it and we love working together. And plus we get to meet, it's really fun. We make something that people share in. So, we've been to conventions and people buy, send shots over, and I give them to Sundeep and Jeff, and they get really drunk, and it's a lot of fun. No, I'm just kidding. It's not kidding, but that's true. But, it'd be great, and people are always like, why don't you make this longer? On the budgets that we would have to get, we would just have to be a regular TV show, and just have to find a way to be able to make it a TV show, and nobody's approached me to make it a TV show. So, and I'm not going to go begging to the man to make this a TV show. I mean, I like the way we're doing it. Cool. People wanted to buy the show season 1, and I was like, no. And that's what's cool about our Xbox. I mean, really, they're awesome. They're real. I mean, some people think Microsoft and have some perceptions about it, but honestly, they're the most supportive. They've never given crazy notes. They don't tell us anything about. I mean, it's kind of a blessing. I own the whole show. So if somebody wanted to do it for TV, we could do that. If we wanted to do a movie, we could do that. I can do a guild comic and not have to get anybody's permission. It's a very privileged way to be as far as, your intellectual property and your ideas. I mean, I do think there are a lot of stories here, and I do think that it could be a TV show at some point, but, it's not something that I'm willing to I want to leave that behind and go there to be Hollywood. No, I mean, I've been in Hollywood a long time, believe me. I understand it in a way. Sometimes it's not so fun, but...
All right, gang, this is the last one.
Oh, that's no pressure.
That'll be good.
Oh.
No. Really.
Damn, no. Well, as someone who is a fangirl and who is, as I said, one of us, is there any actor or writer or anyone who was here this weekend that when you found out they were going to be here, you were like, oh, or any panel that you were like, no, you can't have me doing anything, man, I have to be free to go do that?
Oh, wow. I didn't really get to look at the book very quickly, although I heard that Terry Gilliam is here, and he's upstairs doing a panel right now, which is like... And then Charlene Harris is here, the writer. Yeah. I mean, I don't watch the show. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's a lot of naked ladies. Because if you read the books, I read the books. I was like, oh my god, I love these books, and they're not really. It's not really the same as the TV show. So I gotta separate them too.
They HBO'd it.
We could have this conversation later about this.
Oh, sure. Just call me later.
At all. The thing that really thrills me. I know actors. I'm not impressed with actors because I've worked with Hugh Laurie and I drooled my face off. So, a few times I've drooled, But the people who really make me totally geek out are authors because I read so many books and I love paranormal fiction and science fiction and fantasy novels. So when I see the list of authors like Peter Beagle, wrote one of my favorite books, The Last Unicorn and A Find a Private Place. They're on my shelf of amazingness. So I was kind of bummed that I couldn't go over there to visit with him. But yeah, there's just so many talented people here. And the cool thing about this con is that there's the artists and authors and everything here. So it's really cool to be able to have everybody so talented in one place. I guess I have to go, but I'm doing another panel at 10 on Monday, so if you have any other questions about the Guild.
And
sure.
4 tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow I'm doing a dollhouse panel, and I'm not sure what time it is. 4. But, yeah. Secretary, here at the front. Oh, look, she has my schedule.
No, my schedule.
Well, thank you so much, you guys, and it's such a pleasure to meet every single one.